So we're going on our last Bunkai set. So what we're going to be looking at in terms of the kata is we've already completed that rotation into the low block. We're going to be starting, thinking about the next set, which is high block, low block, high block. So that's the combination we're looking at. Okay. Last time we looked at the low block as a way to do a preemptive strike. Right. This time we're going to think about the high block as defense against lapel grab. Now earlier in the kata when we had that step across the parry, hook stance, chest block kick, reverse punch technique, one application of that was to prevent someone from grabbing your lapel. And we mentioned that a variety of reasons why someone might do that. First, just as a basic attack. They're jawing at you, they're talking, and then they just reach in and smack. That's one reason. Another reason is you're swinging and striking, right? So I might just come in, headbutt, or just wrap them up. So reaching in just to try to get control of his arms and then just keep fighting. So there are different reasons for why someone is going to reach their hands in. A common one is reaching with that left, pulling you into the punch, the right hand punch. So what we're going to look at first, just for the sake of the kata, it's that right high block. So we're going to start, just for the sake of the kata, with the right hand lapel grab. Right. So this is going to be the first thing. I'm just going to go this way a little bit so you can see. So what sometimes you see in very self-defense videos and stuff is that they'll say, so get here and do one of these things. All right, maybe, but grab me like you mean it, okay? Look at this guy. Look at those guns. This is not happening, okay? So someone grabs you with the intent to start bashing you with the other hand. Just going into one of these nifty things, not going to work, all right? But if we wanted to get an arm bar, we have to do something first. And the arm bar isn't necessarily the go-to. The first thing is deal with the fact that he's grabbing you and he's probably going to be punching you here. So the kata has that high block. So what we're going to do is use, in this particular application, same hand comes up and just gets on top of his hand. You know where it is now, okay? In order to loosen this up and hopefully expose the neck, let go. Just say let go, maybe. You're going to use this wind up for the low block. So this is that action, right? Hand comes across and goes up. We're going to look at that hand coming across the wind up as striking right in here. Look what it did, all right? That little movement moved his upper body forward and exposed the neck. Because there's a sense, just a natural sense, when you start getting pulled towards someone, you're kind of doing this just to get your face out of the way. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, to expose the neck. So the wind up here and then strike right into his throat. Okay? The other thing this wind up helps us do is, so he grabs and just starts swinging. So we'll start from the grab and then swing. This hand automatically comes here because that punch is probably coming. Okay? So as he's pulling it back, that's when I start my attack, the crook of his elbow, and then strike him in the throat. All right? Notice also the kata has us at the 45-degree angle. The angle again is important. So I don't want to stay here and get clocked. So this comes here, the hand comes up, I'm stepping off at the angle and then striking. Okay? At least it helps protect me a little bit from this other hand. All right? It's not perfect, but it's better than being here. All right? Clock. All right? So we'll work the grab and swing. I want the hand to come right up. You step off, smack, and just do that, boom, a few times. Okay? That'll be the first part. In the kata, the next part of the kata is a low block going that way. Right? So we've got high block, low block. We're going to use that low block as a kind of arm bar, as a possible follow-up. Okay? So he grabs and swings. I strike here. He's probably going to cover, most likely. At this point, I've been smacking him he might have loosened up here. Now it's a better opportunity to get this hand over, peel it. Now I've got that arm bar. And I'm going to put the other hand, you do it with two hands, but I'm just showing you with the one what you're kind of doing here, right? Pressure on this finger and your other fingers in the palm, getting the wrist twisted. So we're going to come back. As I peel this up, I'm going to necessarily grab with the other hand. Now I got two hands going here. But his defense against that is this, okay? So we're going to use the low block motion. So after I get it straight, I'm going to step forward from my forward stance, use this hand just on the top of, above his elbow to get that, all right? All I want to do is reposition him so I got my strikes, or, so we got here, right? Boom. I've got my arm bar here, right? I can kick in the face, right? So it's like, can you kick someone in the head? Absolutely, bang, right? Get his head down where your foot is and then kick him, all right? So that'll be the first one that we work on. It's very straightforward. We work it from both grabs, okay? The second one is a little bit of a variation on that. So typically what happens is that they're going to be grabbing with the left and to strike with the right, because most people are strong with the right, okay? So what we're going to work this one, same idea, but we're going to be still striking with this hand, but we have to do something a little different first. So that pops in here, I jam it, immediately comes here to attack the crook of his elbow in order to get this. That's eventually going to look like this, all right? So I'm adding a little bit in there, but it's still a similar idea, all right? So I'm striking the crook of his arm to bend it, because if it's straight, I'm not getting much on that, okay? So he swings, I smack, here's my hikate. I'm just pulling my arm as far as I can to this position. All right, as I'm doing that, I'm also stepping forward. All the better. I'm using my weight, and in some cases, I don't really need this. I just got my chest, all right? So here, attack the crook of his elbow, pull in, and as I do this, notice he's twisting his body. That's exactly what I want. I've effectively taken that away for a few seconds, right? So as I pull across to hikate, I step into my walking stance with my right, and then I just use my right high block and just start blasting him here, okay? That's this position, okay? So I'm blasting, all right? Hopefully he drops. If not, I've got my low block this way. I just hit on the back of his head here, grab, remember this from the last one? And now I'm controlling here, I'm going to step across and pull, oh, you're a sweaty mess. I'm going to pull this way, down he goes, strike and out, okay? So that's high block, low block. So again, slow. He grabs with the left, I check his punch that's coming, attack the crook of his elbow, and hook with your monkey grip, right? Here, pull it towards my hip as I step forward. From here, I just shoot my forearm right into the side of his head, ear, neck, jam it up, right? Most likely he's going to do that at some point, once you hit him once or twice. From there, I'm going to just swing back the wind up for the low block, hit the back of his head, pull him in. There's my wind up for the low block, right? Grab and just do my low block. It's not enough to go straight across, you have to go across and down, just like low block motion, okay? Down he goes, bang, out. Well, what if it doesn't go down, sensei? What's the next move in the kata? After that low block? What's the last move in the kata? The high block, right? So, we attack, we smack, he twists out of it. Crack, bang. He turns right, when he turns around, forearms smack him in the head. That's the last technique, yeah? So again, it's high block, low block, if he doesn't go down, smash him, yeah? Perfect.